Hello Lord of the Rings fans, my name is Mike Shea and I wanted to take you along on a final collection room tour. Today I start the process of packing up my entire collection. I gotta put it into boxes and they're gonna go in storage until the new room could be set up and displayed properly. So I'm gonna go through each piece individually, give a little description. If I screw anything up, I'm doing this on the fly. I'm not gonna be editing this, so kind of got to keep my brain going along with my hands. Over in the front corner, we have the Rivendell elf helm. That's from United Cutlery. All these are from United Cutlery, except for a couple small ones. Gollum, I get a lot of comments on him. This was a promotional piece, I think, released during the Two Towers. It's kind of creepy. It really scares the shit out of people when they come in the room if they don't know he's there. We got the Witch King helm. That one is number 33. It was a very low edition size that was released and they didn't finish them, so that's one of the more rare pieces. The High Elven warrior helm. Eomer's helmet. Mirkwood helmet. In between is a Twilight crown of the Witch King. This is solid pewter. I made this one myself. We got Sam's frying pan. Can't have a collection room without some taters. This is a copy of a film script that was signed. These aren't real signatures, but I thought it looked cool. We got the Mirkwood infantry helm. That's another one that's tough to come by these days. I really love that piece. Gondorian infantry helm. Gimli's helm. Isildur, Elendil. We got the circlet of Elrond, the crown of Elisar, Galadriel circlet. Down inside there, I have the Elven brooch and Arwen's even star. Theoden's helm. I think that's one of the nicest ones that United Cutlery made. Really well detailed. The master replicas. Sauron finger with one ring. Eomer's banishment letter. Say that fast. Sauron's gauntlet. Sauron's helm. That thing's massive for those of you who don't have it. Dane's helm. Toriel's daggers from United Cutlery. Back over on this side of the projector, this gets missed a lot. As many times as I've toured the room, I don't really show Replicas staff, but this is made by Weta Workshop. I absolutely love Weta's staves. They're just put together very well. Little birdie there. Just figured, why not? Saruman staff, Thranduil staff. These are both by Weta Workshop. We got Orcrist, Sauron's mace. This is the first edition one. There's been, I think, 3 editions now. Tucked up inside there is a copy of the One Ring. United Cutlery's Museum Collection Sting. That's a piece I haunted for a while. Up here we have the custom Noldorin daggers. This is one of 2 pairs. This piece was also a collaboration between myself and Andrew Into Darkness. Those are stainless steel blades that he carved for me. Gandalf's pipe staff from Weta Workshop. Isildur's sword. I think United Cutlery was supposed to re-release this, but it might be on hold now. Narsil, the blade before it was broken. Shards of Narsil, limited edition. Anduril, limited edition. I have a couple versions of this. This is the Hobbit version of the Morgul dagger. This is also a Hobbit version. I just custom painted it to go with the Twilight crown that I made. Standard edition Anduril. I get a lot of questions on this. Why do you have two of them? At one point, I wanted to have the entire United Cutlery collection. And at one point, you know, there's a couple pieces that I sold, but as of today, I did own every piece in the collection. This is the Museum Collection Glamdring on a standard wall plaque. I was lucky enough to get it, but I didn't get the display case. So hopefully someday somebody will be willing to part, or I'll just end up making one. We got Harrogrim, Sword of King Theoden. Standard edition Glamdring. Uruk-hai Scimitar. I think they just re-released that one as well. Strider's Ranger Sword. Pretty simple, but I always liked that piece. Standard edition Sting. Standard edition Samwise. Sword of the Ringwraith. This is the Morgul Blade. This one's the serialized one. I don't think it was limited edition, but it was serial numbered from Lord of the Rings. That one's a lot tougher to come by. Original Witch King sword. Eowyn sword. Before the re-release, I hunted that one for quite a while as well. Another version of Sauron's gauntlet. Looks like the finger jumped off the clamp over there. I'll have to adjust that. Strider's Elven dagger. Keely's sword from the Hobbit. Legolas's fighting knives. I don't know if that's the Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, but I have both versions. Feely's sword from the Hobbit. Hadafang. That's actually on a Thranduil sword wall plaque. I bought two of them when I bought mine, and then ended up selling the sword itself and keeping the wall plaque to display Hadafang. The Balrog from Weta Workshop. This has a light up feature inside it for those of you who haven't seen it. I just ran power through the wall for it, but it comes on. It looks pretty wild at night when the lights are off. Boromir's horn. I'm not even gonna try to blow that. It's just like pitiful. I can't do it. This was, I'm trying to think. I'm stuck. I'll come back to that. Dane's hammer. This is another one that I hunted. Tough to come by. They were prone to breaking during shipping. Thorin's regal dagger. Took me a minute. I made that. The double pole arm. This was the first sword I ever owned. This was purchased for me. Glamdring. This was Noble Collection's version. We got Boromir's sword from United Cutlery. Boromir's dagger. This was a custom piece that I made. I made the scabbard to go along with it. No admittance. Then we come over to the United Cutlery staves. We got the Moria staff of Gandalf, the Hobbit staff of Gandalf, pipe staff of Gandalf. This used to be Radagast's staff, and then it was burnt and given to Gandalf. Thranduil's, Gandalf the White, Saruman the White. Bard the Bowman's sword. This is the other version of Legolas's fighting knives. I don't remember, like I said, which one is the Lord of the Rings and which one's Hobbit, but I have both. This was a custom water pouch that I just bought off of Etsy, and then I hung it on the wall plaque that came for the double pole arm. I got Amir's sword. Mirkwood infantry sword. That thing's quite heavy. The Fell Beast from Weta Workshop. I missed out on Smog. That one I'm hunting, so eventually I will get my hands on that. Custom Grima Dagger by Raymond. These are the Weathertop blades. 3 of them are from Mansion Props. I made the display plaques. And then this middle one here is the Museum Collection Sword of Sam from United Cutlery. Up in the window is kind of like just where I tuck things. I have some of the mini helms, quarter scale helm, Treebeard bust. I may end up selling most of these mini helms, so if you see any of these and you're a friend of mine and you're looking for them, give me a message and I might be willing to let these go. I have Gimli's 3 axes. I put a paper cut out there because I was hoping that United Cutlery, there was rumors that they were going to release the other 2. I'll make my way back around. I do have a pool table in the room. I've done my best in previous videos to hide it, but there's been comments, you know, why do you have pool sticks on the door? So right in the dead center of the room, there is a big pool table. There's some custom arrows I was working on, the Lothlorien ones and the Mirkwood ones of Legolas. This book is where I keep all my certificates. These are pieces that I got, I just didn't have room to store them. And there's a couple more down underneath the table. Got Legolas's Hobbit bow, the short bow. I have the Lothlorien bow and the Mirkwood bow, I just don't have them in this room. We got Deathless, Sword of Thorin. The rest of these items were the resin props released during the Hobbit. We got Tauriel's daggers, Tauriel's bow, Thranduil's sword is United Cutlery, fighting knife of Feely. This thing, for how small it is and light it is quite hard to come by. There's another one that wasn't publicly released. This is the, I think, actor scale resin prop signed by Richard Taylor. And what I did is I have 2 of Ballin's maces. And I took the plaque from Ballin's mace to display this thing. Azog's mace, Thorin's regal sword, United Cutlery. We'll finish up the tour on the table. Again, a friend, Andrew Into Darkness, made this for his collection, made one like this for his collection, so I made one for mine that looks like his, but it's meant to be like Bilbo's chest when he opens it up and has some stuff in there. There's the Saltshire box, we have the Elven rope, the red book, a couple maps, scrolls, the deed of contract. This was a United Cutlery Sting scabbard that I rewrapped myself with leather and then made a belt to go with it. This Anduril scabbard, Jamie Shakespeare made the Anduril belt to go with me. If you don't know him, you should see his belt work. It's just freaking amazing. We got the scabbards for the Noldor daggers, and then a couple of custom scabbards for the Witch King daggers. Got our restroom, so in here there's just a couple things. This is me, for those of you who don't know what I look like. Hello. We got Bilbo's parents, key to Erebor. A couple of these sideshow plaques. I'm missing the Escape Off the Road. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Zelda fan. This is the original Zelda map for the NES. And we got the Master Sword. That's pretty much it. So for those of you who have followed along, who have commented on my collection over the past couple of years, I really appreciate it. I'm not stopping, but obviously I'm not going to be able to display this until I get the new room. So from my side of Middle Earth to yours, I hope you have a fantastic day.